New figures reveal the government agency Barnaby Joyce, moved from Canberra to Armidale, has lost most of its workforce in under 2 years. And only a quarter of staff currently with the beleaguered pesticides regulator say they're likely to move to Armidale. Political reporter Matthew Doran has more from Parliament House.
When this announcement to relocate the APVMA from Canberra to Armidale was made, there were about 198 staff. Since then, at least 110 have walked out the door, and among them are 33 regulatory scientists, those very experienced and qualified scientists who are carrying out the key work of the APVMA, looking at pesticides and veterinary medicines and deciding whether or not they are fit for use across the country. So it is a concerning figure for management at the APVMA, and more broadly, it does open the government up, and in particular Barnaby Joyce, up to further criticism about the handling of this decision, which many people have described as pork barrelling, because Armidale is in Barnaby Joyce's electorate of New England, and he did make this decision when he was the Agriculture Minister and Deputy Prime Minister. So we've known that there have been concerns about this move for some time, but these figures really do seem to show just how bad they are. Also, within some of these documents that the ABC has obtained under Freedom of Information, we have discovered a survey which shows that of some of those people who have moved in to take those replacement jobs, there are still quite a large number not actually willing to move to Armidale. They still want to work in Canberra, or aren't prepared to move north to the electorate of New England. So again, further concerns there for the ongoing management of the APVMA. However, Barnaby Joyce, the man who was responsible for this decision, still maintains that it was the best choice.
I think it's a great move to have decentralisation. I think it's really something we should be supporting. There's been so much centralisation in this nation. No one seems to query when jobs go to Sydney or Brisbane or Canberra. We had 450 applications for 30 jobs that were made available in Armidale, so people are prepared to move there.
So Matthew, what are the other concerns raised?
Well, the documents that we've obtained show that there are concerns about delays when it comes to building the new facility that the APVMA will be housed in Armidale. There's also further discussion about the relocation of staff, saying that the initial offer that was made in terms of a relocation allowance of $30,000 to staff members to get them up there was another key factor in losing some of those staff, because people thought that wouldn't cover the cost of moving and that they would be out of pocket. And there's also worries about the ongoing reputational damage of the APVMA. If they're losing that much corporate and scientific knowledge, can they continue to service their clients, who are the companies who are trying to bring these products into the use of the Australian public? So it is will spur on further debate about this relocation. And Labor's agriculture spokesman Joel Fitzgibbon says that yesterday in Parliament he successfully demanded that some documents be provided looking at the digital strategy for the APVMA, something that is par for the course. It's a document that many government agencies would have to produce as they show that they're keeping up with technology. But Joel Fitzgibbon says a part of that document is looking at ways he believes that staff can remain in Canberra even though the APVMA is moving to Armidale. So effectively the office will be in Armidale, but these people will still be working remotely, and the sort of secure systems that are put in place there, he says that simply isn't good enough, that's a proposal or an issue that's having to be looked at.
In part, it's about it's an admission of failure. Well, how do we say we relocated this thing to Armidale while at the same time keeping the people we really need here in Canberra? It's a fraud, really, on the people of Armidale and the electorate of New England.
Shadow Agriculture Minister Joel Fitzgibbon there, and it's likely to be an issue that Labor continues to press the government on for many months to come.
Thanks, Matthew.